Okay, continuation of my other video. I was talking about learning to art journal. I picked this up at the library where they have books for sale that people donate, and I just thought it was pretty interesting because each page is a fold-out page. Now I'm going to have to pull some of the pages out because when you alter a book to use as an art journal, it's just going to get too fat. So I will have to remove some of the pages. But I thought that I could just gesso over the pages and use it as an art journal. I guess it's supposed to fold that way. And so I just gessoed that page today, and that's as far as I've gotten. But I just thought it was really interesting to maybe try to do this and then decorate the cover when I'm done. So that'll be interesting. If it turns out anything decent, maybe I'll show it to you. Then I've been watching some videos about Midori Traveler's Notebooks, and I really loved the concept of those. You can just type in Midori Traveler's Notebooks, and all kinds of videos will come up, and people make their own and call them Fodoris. Well, I decided I wanted to make some, but I couldn't locate any leather to use. And I wanted to practice on something cheaper anyway. So I went to Joann's and I bought some vinyl. This is a nice heavy one. It's a burgundy color. I love it. And it looks leathery. And this was thinner. And this blue and this brown. These were all in the clearance. I think they were $9 a yard. And I bought a half a yard of each, but you can make more than one notebook with it. So the problem is they're white on the back. And you don't want that. So what I did was I cut out two pieces and then put them, back to back like that and stitched around them. And I'll show you what they look like. This is the first one I made. And I just stitched around it and I made a book to fit in it. Just with some papers, various papers that I have around. I watched a video on how to do the pamphlet stitch, so I learned how to do that, which was extremely easy. I've been wanting to do it, and I just haven't gotten around to doing it, so I was thrilled that I finally got around to doing that, and it was really easy to do a pamphlet stitch book. So I was pleased with that. But this was just kind of a practice one. And then I went with the burgundy. And I purchased some, what are these called? These books. Moleskine. I'm not sure how you pronounce them, but I purchased some of them on clearance. So I made this book the size to fit these. And used the burgundy and put this little charm on it. It says joyful. Put these little buttons on the spine, as I had seen one of the video instructions had said. And then I had a piece of transparency left over from something, so I made I forgot what they call this, but it goes through both sides. And then I put sticky notes on that. Dashboard, I think that's what they call this, a dashboard. So I have sticky notes to use, and then I made a folder out of craft paper. Bought these little magnetic clips at Barnes & Noble, so I can use them in my notebooks. So then I have these 3 Moleskinas in here. Started journaling in one of them. And I also added, I don't like this fiber that I use for a bookmark, but I do like the little charm on it. So when I can get a fiber that I like, I will replace this bookmark. So that's one of them, but I wanted one to be the size of an actual Midori Traveler's Notebook. So I did this one. Also used the little buttons. And for this one, you can't really buy notebooks unless you buy the Midori ones that are the right size. So again, I used the pamphlet stitch, cut my papers, and made 3 notebooks. This one also has a craft folder, and I use these binder clips to attach these pens to. And this one has, it's Paper Studio. It's a tablet of craft paper, but it's designed craft paper. So I use those for my covers. So this one is pink lined paper. That was a little harder to do because the paper was kind of cheap paper, and it was hard to cut the paper. It just wanted to pull and tear, so they're kind of ragged. And then this one has a paisley design, and it had better quality paper, so it turned out a little nicer. And then this one has polka dots on it, and I didn't round the corners of this one yet. And it has art paper in it, sketch paper. So I haven't used it a whole lot, but I made it and I was thrilled with it, and I just like the feel of it. And this one has a key on the closure. I like the way it feels. I just love this little notebook, so I will be using that. And then I made a brown one. I don't have books to go in it. Well, that came out of the hole. But I just stuck this little composition book in there because if it doesn't have a book in it, it wants to curl up, and I just wanted it to be flat. This book isn't the right size, but it's in there to hold it flat until I get books made for it. And then I have more. I have leftover vinyl. So I had been looking for the kind of notebooks to put in them. I don't want to have to make books for all of the... I'm going to use up all my vinyl, but I don't want to have to make the pamphlets to put in them. So I looked in the different stores that I was in. Some of these were in the discount rack at Barnes & Noble, and this was a pack of 3. And they have to be stitched in the middle, or stapled in the middle would work. So you can open them flat and slide them in. That's how they have to work. I got those. I got these. I think there's a third one to go with these somewhere. I think I got these at Target. This is one I had left over from something else I bought, and I don't have any to go with it, so I don't know if it's not quite the right size of these others. I don't know if it'll actually go into a notebook or not. And these little miniature composition books, I think I also got them at Target. And they work. They lay flat, so I have 3 of those. And this was a set of 3 that I think I got this at Barnes & Noble too, in the discount rack. This really nice paper. Very nice feeling books. They're from a company called Piccadilly. And they've got a nice stitch on them. So I'll make a Midori Traveler's notebook to fit them. And then I think I got these at Target or Barnes & Noble. I can't remember. I got them all on the same day, so I don't remember what was what. But these are pretty little notebooks that meet the criteria. These are slightly larger, but they're stapled in the middle, but they'll work. So I'll be making more of the Traveler's notebooks using these. Also, I've got a little time here, so I'll show you. I went to the library today to see what they had in their book sale, and I found these 2 books. They're nice books. They're recipe books, and I have plenty of recipes. I don't need any more recipes. This one, I just love the color it has, or the cover. Very pale, and can you see the white flowers on it? So I wanted to, and I like the square shape of it. So I'm going to use the covers of this book, and I'll just cover the title up with something and hopefully just keep this design on the cover and use that for some sort of a smash book or a journal or something. And then this book, I couldn't resist these polka dots. It's a Rocco DiSpirito cookbook. And I also like the square shape of this book. So once again, I'm going to keep the design of this cover. Oh my goodness, it's actually autographed. Huh. But anyway, I just love the polka dots. So I'll just probably take the covers off and use those polka dot covers for a smash book. That looks like fun. So that's what I have for today. And I'll be back. Let me know if you like seeing the variety, if you're tired of seeing smash books, or, I'm trying to branch out a little bit. And just let me know what you think. I'll be back again sometime soon. Bye. Have a good day.